This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
And welcome to another edition of Guardian Radio Today with your host, Pastor Dr. Cleveland W. Eneas III, also known as Kahun Anku Sarah. It is a beautiful, beautiful Hump Day Wednesday, the 14th of January, and I'll be with you up until the 4 o'clock hour here on Guardian Radio 96.9. Got a special show for you today, as always. I normally, I have guests on Zoom normally, but I have someone in the flesh right in front of me in the studio today. And we're going to be talking about entertainment. We're going to be talking about, the business of music and how we treat as it regards bringing in foreign artists and other things. I want to introduce my special guest today, Mr. Lynx Scavala. How are you today, sir?
Hey, I'm fine, brother Anku.
Yeah, man.
Fine, doing good.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
God for life.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I saw you on social media. You voice in the wilderness crying out. And we can get to what you were saying in just a second, right? Before we dive into that, I just want, first of all, tell those people who may not know who you are a little bit about yourself, and then we can get into your position as the union president, et cetera, et cetera. But who is Lynx Scavala?
Well, brother Anku, Lynx Scavala, I am the president of United Artists Bahamas Union, one of the appropriate unions that represent musicians and entertainers, but the only legitimate union. I say legitimate simply because we, UABU, we have complied and still complying with the laws of the Department of Labor and every other law in the country. That's what. Also, a former Secretary General of the other union.
Okay.
And I am also a trainer of a number of musicians and entertainers in the country, like Funky D, Nita, and Sparkles, and so forth. And so I have a lot of proteges out there. And so everyone know me. I'm an educator, a music educator. I worked in the schools for quite a while, teaching at C.C. Sweeting, Gambia Primary, Outlet Primary, and so that's me.
Yeah. So you've been doing what you've been doing now probably longer than I've been alive, right?
60 years.
Yep.
60 years. That's right. Yeah.
So, Mrs. Scavala, we often see the billboards go up. Our favorite artists or somebody who we may have heard of is coming in town. We excited, man. We want to see this artist. We want how much it for. We want to pay our ticket. We want to go see the artist. Before we could get to that point, however, there's a process. Explain what that process is.
Okay, the process is that every foreign artist that comes into the country, they must apply to who will ask them for certain documents. One of the documents that they require is a letter from one or the other appropriate music unions. And so that's the Bahamas Musicians and Entertainers Union, and that is United Artists Bahamas Union, of which I represent. And so the process is once they get that letter, they would take that to the Department of Immigration, and based on what the Department of Immigration feels, they will decide whether or not to give them the work permit. But what we will do our due diligence. We check the background, we do the background check, make sure no criminal coming in and all that. The other union don't do that. They just want that levies, right? So we do all of the background check and make sure that everyone has a good record. You're not coming here. We also try to do things to make sure you ain't trafficking no guns and stuff in the country. And we have our ways of doing that because we have a CIU in place. That CIU means Compliance and Intelligence Unit area.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Now, the CIU, is that a part of the police force? Or?
No, that's a part of the UABU.
Okay, that's a part of the union itself.
Exactly. Right.
Okay, so you have your own intelligence.
We have our own.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. Excellent. Now, I started the show this way because I want to read something to the listeners. All right, because when I heard you on social media, when I read what you were saying on social media, I figured this. What he's saying got to be somewhere where you could read it.
Exactly.
I know Mr. Lane Scavala for a long time now.
Yes,
This is a man I've grown up respecting. I say he's seeing me talking off the top of his head.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Right? So I say, let me just Google. It's a quick little Google search to see if what he's saying is true. So I Googled short-term work permit application requirements. Okay? It talks about processing fee. It talks about the passport photos, et cetera. It talks about a period of 31 to 90 days. Now, of course, that makes sense based on everything you just said.
Yeah.
All these investigations that have to take place, the vetting of said artists.
Yes.
That can't take place overnight. That can't take place once the artist's in town.
In town, you're right.
Right? Because if you find something when they're in town, that's a whole nother story.
That's another story.
Right? All right. Now, this is not only, I just want to be work permits. So let me just be clear. This is not only for entertainers. Let me just explain what it says here. Now, this is from the immigration.gov.bs/residence/short-term work permit. Right? That's immigration.gov.bs/residence/short-term work permit. All right? It gives a list of additional documents required by certain companies. They say, please inquire. Certified copies of qualifications in relation to the post being applied for. The staff list comprising each employee's name, position, and nationality. The name of Bahamian understudy for the position being applied for. So there must be ideally a Bahamian understudy when you're dealing with short-term work permits. It says entertainers, and this is what today's show is more about. Entertainers must have a letter of authorization from the Bahamas Musician and Entertainers Union or United Artists Bahamas Union. This is what this particular page is saying.
Right.
Doctors must have a letter of authorization from the Bahamas Medical Council. Nurses must have a letter of authorization from the Bahamas Nursing Council. Dentists must have a letter of authorization from the Bahamas Dental Council. Pharmacists must have a letter of authorization from the Bahamas Pharmacy Council. Accountants must have a letter of authorization from the Bahamas Institute of Chartered Accountants. Attorneys must have a letter of authorization from the Bahamas Bar Association. Veterinarians require a valid temporary veterinary registration from the Bahamas Department of Agriculture. And list goes on and on.
Yes.
So this isn't something that's unique to entertainers.
No, it's not.
Once you come in here and you're going to have a short-term work permit, there are certain things that have to be done. This is not what's been happening.
It's not happening. As a matter of fact, Brother Anku, some promoters have advised us, say, union? I don't know nothing but no union. I just go directly to immigration, to my source, and they just work out everything.
Wow.
For me.
Wow.
I reported that to the Prime Minister as early as last Monday when we met.
What was the response?
Well, we talked about the Minister of Immigration, right? And, he indicated, we will try to bring the two bodies of the two unions together, and try to get them together so we could police this thing and what's not, right? But my point is, right, I am a personal friend of the Minister
Right.
of Immigration. And so whenever these things happen, because our agent reports say, well, this is happening. And so I send everything to him. He gave me his personal phone contact. So I send everything to him. He doesn't answer his phone, but that's fine. But I'm doing my job. And so,
A lot of people.
yeah, what I'm saying,
Should answer his phone.
he should answer his phone.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's been a year, right? And he didn't answer his phone. But so I send everything to him, to immigration director, to the labor director. I send everything to them so they cannot say they didn't have it. And so I do not like what's going on in immigration. You see, I don't like it, and I wanna say today on this show, Mr. Prime Minister, you are the prime executive officer of immigration. I want you to get immigration together because I am not going to stand by to allow them to violate the laws of this country. And also, as a result of that, our Bahamian musicians and entertainers are suffering as a result of that because guess what? You take this Valentine's Day, right? All you see is foreign artists coming in on Valentine's Day. So that means Lynx Cavallo or Funky D or Gino D, you can't plan no Valentine concert.
Wow.
Because you got the Haitian band coming in. You got, what's the other band? Guy Barris Hammond and the other bunch of fellas coming in. And so our union, we are here to protect the rights and the welfare, the interest of Bahamian musicians and entertainers.
Now let me say this. Let me say what I'm hearing people say as you're saying what you're saying. Yeah, but Mr. Cavallo, if they should be able to compete with anybody in the world, right? So no matter who come into the country, they should be able to plan a concert and they should be able to draw their crowd. If they can't draw a crowd, then they just ain't good enough. That's what they saying.
Yeah.
What say you?
Well, I know and I have confidence in Bahamian artists. I've seen what they can do with the best of the best, or even when KB do his I've seen them pull crowds. I know their ability.
Yeah.
Ain't no artist in this country is as versatile as the Bahamian artist. Ain't none. Bar none.
Right.
So all we want to happen is we love foreign artists.
Yeah.
When you come in, we say to the promoters, you must have Bahamian artists to be a part of the show.
Yeah.
So they could make some money too. And if you are a Bahamian promoter, you shouldn't have a problem with that.
And let me ask you, would that be related to? I see here where I'm reading. I'm just trying to find it right now, where it talks about having an understudy when you are applying for a name of Bahamian understudy for the position being applied for. Would that?
That more relates as far as entertainment is concerned, like for steady engagements.
Okay, so you're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah,
you setting up
right.
stages. You setting
Exactly.
up.
Yeah.
Okay, not just a one-time
Yeah,
comment.
right, not a one-time thing. Yeah.
Okay. So I agree with you. Bahamian artists are very, very good. Have been very good for a very long time now.
Yeah.
You understand, from when Pop Simonet used to carry Bahamian
yeah.
artists all over the world to bring the tourists back. And the Bahamian artists today, as any of the acts coming into the country today, I would say that I would stand on that.
Yeah.
Why do you think there seems to be an issue with following this protocol? What is the issue?
The issue is simply this. Some of the promoters, not all of them, some of the promoters are unscrupulous. And I suspect that it ain't only fish they frying. You know? I know you get my drift on that.
Yeah.
And so that's why they have an issue, because what happened with the concert with just the last concert that was here on Friday past. I am told by my agent that the promoter, came to the other union and said immigration sent him to us, but I ain't going to link them because Link could say no because he going by the books.
Oh.
So I come here, so you all help me out. Mine all this time, the artist in town. And he just trying to get letters. He ain't got no work permit yet. He just trying to get the support letter to take to immigrate.
That should have happened 30 days prior.
30 days ago. 30
Wow.
days ago.
Wow. So you were not able then to vet the artists or do your due diligence in this instance because
Exactly. And so when I got the information, I reported it to the relevant government authorities. And then I got a call from a fella who always interfere. Whenever the union is doing its job, he always surface and try to protect these promoters who are doing this unscrupulous nonsense.
right.
And so, and then further to that, don't come trying to bribe me.
Wow.
I am not for sale.
Wow.
UABU is not for sale.
Wow.
Go to the other fellas.
So wow. So I'm pausing because I want people to understand what the seriousness of what you're saying right now. Whereby you have a responsibility.
Yes.
All right. Your union has responsibility. All unions have responsibility. And if those responsibilities are being neglected, then we could be opening up our market for more than just entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
Right. I'll leave it there. You were putting up posts for a while now.
Yes.
Did anybody reach out? Did anybody say we see Facebook trying to explain on Facebook what you're explaining here on the radio today? Did anybody reach out from the relevant authorities and say, let's have a conversation, let's just try to iron this out?
Good question. The director of labor, Mr. Howard Thompson, he reached out
Okay.
and he said, give me the information. Let me send it to where it's supposed to go. And I know where it's supposed to go. It's supposed to go to Shad Adams, Chief Immigration Officer, who was supposed to go to the sports center and pick up everybody and their ma who ain't had no work permit.
Wow.
So the director of labor, Mr. Howard Thompson, and he's always doing an excellent job. He does his job. And so he did what he had to do. He reached out. And so the information went to Shad Adams. I am confident that he did send that. I have the receipts. And so we just got to start playing. If you can pick up one little Chinese here, one little Haitian there, and one little Dominican there, pick up the fellas them on the stage where they ain't got no work permit.
Wow.
Mr. Shad Adams.
So let me ask you this. The concerts that are scheduled for Valentine's, etc., have those been properly processed?
None came through UABU. And as I said earlier, we are the legitimate union simply because we comply with the laws. We have our certificate of compliance. I want the other fellas them to post their own like how we've been posting ours.
Right.
And so that they are properly registered. And so the Minister of Immigration, he is not convinced of that. And so I want my friend, the minister, to do his job.
Yeah. Because when I went up on this site a couple of days ago, I only saw one union on you. I see two now.
Right. Exactly. There are two unions.
Yeah, and I ain't getting in that. I was up here literally a couple of days ago, and only one union, the United Artists Bahamas Union, which you are the president of, was on this page.
Right.
And now there's two unions on here, and I guess maybe they've complied. Do you think that's what it is? They've gotten their ducks in a row?
Well, if they have complied, right, I don't know how they could have done it, because I have receipts from my agent, and that union up on top of the hill, their thing is in a mess. I don't know how they do it because the former Secretary General of that union, Mr. Tyrone Thurston, I'm sure he named because we spoke on the same show about that before. He will tell you that these guys, and he gave us a lot of receipts,
Yeah.
right, to show these fellas, I ain't signed nothing while I was there, so I know how they get that, right? So there's a gap in between there. And we brought this to the attention of the Minister of Labor, right? And the Minister of Immigration. And I want to go into something else. We had a meeting with the whole immigration board with the minister, Alfred Sayers, the PS, Greenslade, and at the time it was William Pratt, who was the director. And so in the meeting, the minister asked the question, not me, which one of you two unions, because the two unions were in that meeting, which of you two unions allowed Janet Jackson to come here to have a concert without a Bahamian opening act? I said, it's not us, sir. We've only been together, at that time it was only 2 years. This union has been formulated, and we have not authorized any group. We haven't had the opportunity to do it as yet. The other union president, he said, it's not us. We didn't do it.
So hold on now. Let me only the responsibility or the power
Yes.
to allow an act to come in, and you determining whether or not there's a Bahamian opening act
Right.
or not. And both of those unions said they had nothing to do with that.
So guess what happened? An immigration officer get up out of a seat, went into her office, came back with the letter that was signed by the president of the other union.
Oh, who said it?
It wasn't him.
Okay.
And so the lady said to him, the immigration officer, Mr. Hanna, immigration gave the permit to Janet Jackson because you signed a letter authorizing the support of it. And all he did was hang his head down in shame.
Oh wow.
And the minister said, I am not going to further embarrass anyone. Right? So, I was ashamed for him too.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm thinking, okay, well, everything out. He was a liar. Right? My issue with that now is, how come this same fella still signing letters of support and giving it to the same immigration board and the minister? That fella can't give you nothing else no more. He's a liar. That's my issue with that.
Right. So when I'm trying to wrap my head around some of the reasons why you talk about the promoters and what they potentially could be doing or not doing, right? But why would anybody want to bring a act here, a foreign act, and not include a Bahamian artist? What how does that help us as a country and the entertainment? And why would someone want to do that?
Yeah, and then they want to call themselves cultural ambassadors,
My
right?
Lord.
So I don't see the reason, but let me tell you what they do, Brother Anku. They apply to immigration for one artist, one headliner, right? And then on the night of the event, you got 6 and 7 headliners who ain't get no work permit, who came in and performing on the stage under the guise of tourists. That's going on. It's been going on for a while. And the only reason why some of them are scared to do it now because UABU come.
So let me go back through this list of things that need to be the short-term work permit application requirements. I just want to be clear. This $200 non-referable processing fee that would be for each headliner.
Yes.
So they trying to get away from that.
And they're musicians. Every musician. That
And
they bring-
wow. So if you got a band at 5 members, that's 200 each. That's
Mm-hmm.
1,000 plus the headliner. That's $1,200 just for that one band.
Right.
Okay.
And some of the reasons why they do it, some of the headliners have police records, bad
Okay.
police record, and so they bring. As a matter of fact, I had to bring to the attention of immigration one time. One fella just got picked up. The concert was supposed to have been the next day, and he got picked up in Miami for drugs and guns.
Wow.
And so that's why we do our background check, and whoever we see a couple of artists who was on there. We stop a couple of artists from coming in. We tell them, we send them the record.
Right.
You see,
Right.
The other union don't do that. They just want the levies. That's all they want.
So this $200 that's paid, that goes to the union or that goes to
To the government.
To the government.
We have a processing fee of 5%. The unions, both unions. So we get 5% of the contract of the artist.
With whatever they're being paid.
Right.
Okay.
And so now you can see why they will just use one headliner because they have to pay for each contract.
You would 5% of each of the
Exactly.
contracts.
Right.
All right, and those union fees that are garnered from this type of transaction, that goes towards running the union, obviously.
Good question.
Yeah, I
Good
mean,
question.
yeah.
See, Brother Anku, we are different. What we do, as a matter of fact, as early as next week, you're going to hear about an announcement. What we do, when we get the levies, the lion's share of what we collect from the foreign artists, that goes into a benevolent fund for Bahamian musicians and entertainers when they are having hard times. Like when Elon Musk had the situation with his legs and
Yeah.
all that type of stuff. That's what we do with
Almost
that.
like an insurance type.
Exactly. In addition to that, we have a burial society that we, and so we're going to be making an announcement on that as early as next week because that's what we do. And we have not had the opportunity to deal with a lot of the artists that are coming in because all of this backdoor thing going on, this one colony boy in the prime minister office, and he making the decision. Man, come on, man.
Because why you started the show asking who is Links Cavalli? You didn't go back far enough. You yourself are an entertainer.
Yes, sir.
You have traveled the world.
Yes, sir, indeed.
So you have the experience of the artist going into a foreign country and performing. So you've been on the other side of this.
Yes.
Could this happen when you were traveling and going out into the world? Could what you see happening in this country happen in other countries?
No, it cannot happen because they pulled the legendary Backstabbers off the stage one time.
That's the group you in.
The group my group.
Wow.
We were in Atlantic City performing, and the Union came.
And for Atlantic City
Well,
Union,
Atlantic City Union came with a band to
replace
them.
you.
Yes.
Oh my Lord.
And so they say, they beckon, say, come up the stage, right? And so I said, to
Y'all
them,
can see him right now.
yeah,
you checking the mic and they're like, no, but come just.
my brother, come this way. So I say, right after the song. He said, no.
After the song, no, right now.
Come now.
Yeah.
So we came up the stage, and so Union say, how did you arrive at getting this gig,
My Lord.
right? And so I was trembling at the time because I know everything straight.
My
right?
Lord.
So when
Thought it was straight.
yeah, exactly. So when we give him the information, now he found out that we were in a union that was affiliated with that union.
Oh, wow.
Because the BMEU at the time with the AFM, and so there was a reciprocal exchange, and that's how we got on the gig.
Okay.
So I explained all of that, and so he say, "Oh, okay then." Right?
Okay, and
All right.
then he put it back on stage.
And then he tell the band fellas who he bring,
Yeah.
y'all go.
Wow.
Because they was ready to put the band on.
Wow.
That's how serious it is. And Funky D will tell you the story. He knows it better than me because he was there too,
Wow.
you know?
Wow.
So it cannot happen in other countries, no other countries.
Yeah, I mean, and I just want people to understand the purpose of this show today is not to be punitive
Right.
as much as it is to educate the public,
Exactly.
the potential promoters. You got plenty of people out there who want to be promoters.
Yeah.
These fees that are being required are, at least for one of the unions,
Yes.
right? The union that Mr. Scavala is the president of United Artists Bahamas Union. We can speak to that one. The others, they're quite welcome to come on the show
Exactly.
and explain themselves the same way Mr. Scavala is explaining. But the United Artists Bahamas Union is utilizing fees to help artists.
Exactly.
And so we're going to run to the break. I want to talk more about what it's going to take to make the entertainment industry in this country what it could be.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we are close to hitting our fullest potential, right? All right, so we're gonna run to a break here on Guardian Radio today here on 96.9 FM. We'll open up the phone lines and get to some of the texts when we come back. But our special guest today is Mr. Lynx Scavala. He's the president of the United Artists Bahamas Union. We'll be back right after this.
For fast, reliable, and impactful printing services, look no further. Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life. We stand by our quality products that is second to none. Our affordable pricing and friendly, efficient staff makes Printmasters the ultimate choice for all your printing needs. We can deliver any type of printing services, from banners to booklets to business cards. You name it, we can print it.
Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Step inside the John Baptiste Jazz Club at Bahamar, where the rhythm of the islands of the Bahamas meets the soul of New Orleans. Every night, the lights dim, the music swells, and the air fills with that unmistakable energy, the kind that makes you close your eyes and just savor signature cocktails, curated small plates, and live performances from world-class musicians, all in an intimate, artfully designed space where every seat has a story. Whether it's a romantic night out or a spontaneous evening with friends, this is where you want to be. The John Baptiste Jazz Club, only at Bahamar. Reserve your table now at bahamar.com/jazz club or through the Bahamar app, because every evening plays its own tune.
Put more money back in your pocket with the Fidelity Debt Consolidation Loan. Why pay more when you can pay less? Reduce your monthly debt payments down to one low, easy payment. Apply for a Fidelity Debt Consolidation Loan today. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
And we're back here on Guardian Radio today with your host, Pastor Dr. Cleveland W. Enius III, also known as Kahun Anku Sarah. Today is none other than Mr. Lynx Scavala, the president of the United Artists Bahamas Union. And we're having a conversation today regarding the state of the union, right? The state of entertainment in the Bahamas, the state of the unions in the Bahamas. We have, as I said earlier, artists that could rank with anybody in the world. And I know some people would say, man, Uncle, you just saying that. And let me just tell you what a Chris Brown or who was there recently? Sean Paul, artists that we all love, right?
Yeah.
What they have that our artists don't have yet is a thriving entertainment industry in America, in Jamaica, in Barbados. This goes on and on. It's not that they're more talented.
Right.
But Chris Brown bad. There ain't too much people hotter than Chris Brown. You understand that, right?
Yeah, that's right.
He's a bad boy, right?
Yeah.
But the point I'm making is, I guarantee you there are Chris Browns out there
Oh, definitely.
that you will never hear about because they don't have the machine behind them that he has behind him. We need the machine here in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Yes? So we talk about these two unions. Before we go any further, why is there even a need for two unions? Just for the first union work, the Bahamas Musician and Entertainers Union, why this didn't make that work?
Good question. I had left that union in 1997, I think. 1999. I had left the union. And there were some issues. There was an issue with the Munnings brothers and the New Orleans thing. And I was Secretary General at the time. And so after we did something that I thought was not justified to the Munnings and to the Ronald Sims at the time, who was dealing with the New Orleans thing.
Okay.
I said to them in a meeting, I said, we did them fellas wrong, We didn't do the right thing.
Yeah.
And from that day, they was trying and pushing and trying to get me out.
Okay.
Right, from that day. And so they succeeded, in 1997 when they had the election. They bring in a bunch of kids who didn't even know where they were and signed them up, and they all voted against me, right? And so I was not there for about 30 plus years. And then during that time, me and the president, Mr. Percival Sweeting, we were still good friends, so I still used to go there. So I still knew more than the members who were there. He would tell me how everything is going and what is happening and all that. And so there were some things happening with regards to the pension fund and all that type of stuff. But I was on the outside. I just was a visitor.
Right.
Right? And then after Percy died, then the other guy took over, Mr. Ronnie Ambrister, the late Ronnie Ambrister. And then everything started. And the Secretary General that I mentioned earlier, Mr. Tyrone Thurston, man, he bring a suitcase of receipts as to what was going on. So a lot of cleaning up have to be done in there. So when even the Prime Minister said, well, why don't you just go and clean that up? Man, it's too much dirt to clean up, right? And so me and Funky D, Gino D, Ira Store, Anita, and the rest of us, we formed our own organization during COVID.
Okay.
Because at the time, a lot of musicians were hurting and no one was helping them. We personally put our funds to go and help these musicians. And that's how the union was formed during COVID.
Right.
But the real answer to your question, I couldn't go by there because it's too much dirt. You see? It's too much dirt to clean up.
Wow.
And I wasn't prepared to do that.
Yeah. Got a texter here that says, even an American who is a member of a band, even an American is a member of a band, if invited, will not be allowed in the White House to enter if he has a criminal record. Okay.
That's true.
Even in America. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. This text says, you might as well call in, man. You got this writing. It's just a salute to you, though.
Okay.
Good day, Cleveland. Your guests, I love and respect. At the hall, we called it in the 90s Links.
Yes, that's right.
help just about all. Links help just about all upcoming artists in the Bahamas. And Mr. Scovella at the time required that any international artist came in had to have a few Bahamian artists perform at their concert. I salute him. So yeah, so
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, the same text says Shades of Black was one of the young Bahamian male and R&B groups that Links formed and helped promote, and they traveled the world. They opened up for Montel Jordan at the time.
Yes,
okay,
that's right.
So you were helping and continue to help the Bahamian artists to be on the stage with all the greats.
Exactly.
And the greats to be on the stage with them.
Right.
I think we have a dissenter here. Let's see. Seems like unnecessary red tape. Bet he wants to travel the world without red tape. Also sound like he is irrelevant. What say you? What do you say to the people who say, man, you're just making noise, man?
I figure that person is a fractured elbow person, you know, and so that's all I got to say. The elbow fractured.
So there will be people who hear your cry and they say, but we got a good thing going on, man. You interfering with our economy. We trying to do our thing. But that's not helping the entertainment industry.
It's not.
I want you to explain how when we don't follow the process, how it hurts the artists. Because you had to go and form a whole nother union.
Right. It hurts the artist because, as we speak, right, you have promoters who are planning to bring in foreign entertainment for Crab Fest, right? This already
a Bohemian event, yeah.
Yeah, this already happened a couple of times.
Wow.
Right? And I am told it's the same fellow who they say, I know his name, but they say he work in the PM office. Like, right? But my point is, it hurt the artist in this way, where it is your time now to shine.
Yeah.
Right? You in the Bahamas now. Take the yacht from me. You know, I want the little dinghy boat, the little Crab Fest and the little, Cat Island Fest. You want to take that too?
My Lord.
Come on, man. And then on the other hand, the government is losing millions of dollars by when one foreign artist, they apply for one, and the other 7 come in free. So you losing millions of dollars in these work permit fees, etc. And so it doesn't help the government, it doesn't help the country, and it doesn't help the artist.
Yeah. You know, as I hear you, talk about the added funds that are not being remitted to the government, you often wonder why, and I'm not giving the government any excuse. Let's be clear. I don't think I've been an artist in this town for a very long time as well, and to get support is difficult.
Difficult, very difficult.
You understand? People will dance to your music, they'll watch your comedy skit, they'll laugh, they'll like it on Facebook, they'll watch it on YouTube. However, for artists to make a living doing what they do, it takes more than just, oh, boy, you hard, boy.
Yeah.
But hey, that's solid, boy.
We need more than that.
You understand?
Yeah.
In other countries, and this is one thing I'm wondering, as a union, do you vet or look at the best practices of other unions around the world to see how some of those best practices could benefit artists here? Is that something that y'all do?
Sure, you're right. We like the examples set by the AFM, and so we follow a lot of the things.
That's out of Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of the things that they do, we follow them, and we set things in place. For example, like the benevolent funds, we follow them and see what they do and how they treat. Oh, this is good.
That's a good idea. We need to implement that. Yeah.
And so you have to look out for the musician and the entertainer. And I didn't go on deep enough on the benevolent fund.
Yeah, please.
See, the musician entertainers that you see prancing up on the stage, healthy and everything now, how this is going to be funded. They are going to contribute to that because we're going to do 2 annual events.
Okay.
And they're going to come and they're going to perform. So the money's going toward that.
The benevolent fund.
Right. So when now you can't prance,
right? You got something to lean on.
Somewhere to turn to.
My Lord.
And then everybody don't have to say, oh, here goes another one died like a pauper.
My Lord.
Right?
Yeah.
See? And so we're trying to fix the industry, man.
Yeah.
You know? And them fellas on top of the hill, they're just there for a good time.
My Lord.
They got some fellas in there, and I disappointed in them, right? DMAC and them. I disappointed. Why I said I disappointed in them? Because them fellas. But what they want, they just want to be able to, in a position to get the jobs or to get the contract for sound and light and all that, right? I ain't hiding that. I know that. They ain't seriously interested in no musicians or protecting no musicians and entertainers. They ain't seriously.
And you say this based off your prior experience with them,
Exactly.
right?
I watch them. I see what they do. I see what they do and how they do. Right? I watch them. I don't listen to what they say.
Right.
I watch what they do.
So let's say you got a lot of people out there who are, putting stuff on social media and they trying to get into the entertainment space. Do the unions reach out to artists, or do artists reach out to the unions?
Our union, we reach out to the artist. Some of the artists, they would call us and say, well, I want to be a part of that, right? But we reach out to them and we show them what we're doing. We tell them that we're here to fix the industry. We need you to be a part of it. And we show them how they're going to benefit from it, And so we are hurt when we hear about stuff like Elon Moxie came on the news. The GoFundMe didn't even raise $250, I don't think.
Wow.
And so we be hurt by that, and so we went right away, say, man, let's put this benevolent fund in here. So even if the fella is not in the union, right, when something happens, we could say, well, he was a good fella.
So let me hold on now, because that's the serious point you're making right now. So you're telling me, even if an artist say, but I ain't checking for no union, and they go out there and they balling, they doing their thing.
Yeah.
Later on in life, if they never signed up with your union, you would still look out for them.
We will still look out for them. They will not benefit like the member who is contributing, but we would not let them go.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're an artist.
Yeah.
And so that's why we do what we do. And when we collect the levies, we say the lion's shares of this is going to help the musicians and the entertainers. And that's the good reason why the promoters should come when they come in. But let's go to that union because we're doing two good things.
Yeah.
We are using them to open up our shows. And then by bringing the Artists Shooters Union, they're taking the levies and giving it back to the musicians and entertainers when they need it.
Now let me ask you this, Mr. Scovello. I don't want people to know, we didn't have a conversation before this. Only thing I said was, hey, you want to come on the show? And he said, so this is the first time I like it that way because these questions are coming to my mind as he's speaking. Can a promoter be a part of your union?
Oh, yes. We have promoters in our union. We have agents, managers, booking agents, managers. We have promoters.
So you don't just have to be what they call a headliner to be in your union.
No, we have engineers, we have poets.
Okay.
Right? Yeah,
I got to join.
Yeah, any creative.
Because that's what I was going to ask. What's the criteria? What do I have to say for you to say, yeah, man, you could be a part of us? What's the criteria?
And the thing is, right? Our union is the only union with a website. So every question you need to know about how to join and must not, it's there, right? Everything is there. And we did that. It costs us money, a lot of money to do it, but we know it is important to do it. So a member today who wants to join the union, our fees are $120 for a year.
Okay.
Okay, and so you could pay that. You could pay that quarterly if you so desire.
Okay.
And or you could pay it by the half or annually, however you do it. And then we have a death benefit. We have the benevolent fund. We have the burial society. All these things we have in place.
Yeah. Wow. So that's important. And where can they go? We're gonna go to the news in just a bit, but I just want to make sure people know in case they coming out of their cars. What's the website's name that they can go to?
That's UABU242.org.
Okay,
UABU242.org.
That even rhyme.
Right.
So our special guest today, Mr. Lynx Scovello. Now, when we come back, pulling up, they saying, man, this fella being too modest, man. He ain't telling you who he really is, This text is a new link from way back, Straughns Alley, a great actor and playwright.
Oh yes, definitely.
I want to talk about that when we come back.
Yeah.
I also want to talk about just the idea of. I know for me, I had Sawyer Boy on the show a couple of weeks ago. Sawyer Boy had about 3 million hits on his, I think that was Facebook.
Great talent.
Right?
Great
Over
talent.
90 days, I think he had 3 million hits, right? He ain't getting paid for that.
No.
I mean, there got to be a way for us to not live in this bubble
Yeah.
whereby I got friends who in the United States, they put up a little video and they get 1 million hits. They getting paid.
Yeah, but worse than that, right? The John Canoe, right? You look at on all of the barricades, what do you see? Alive, right? So the artist, the John Canoe groups are playing their music, right? And so the only thing they say is, "Oh, they honoring me." No, man.
Let's talk about that more.
Let's-
Let's talk about
yeah,
that
man.
more. We're gonna run to the break here on Guardian Radio today because we all see it, and I am friends with artists who I was happy to hear their songs being played. But you're saying there's more to it than that.
I want to eat.
Yes.
I want to eat.
Yes.
You
Yes. We're here on Guardian Radio today with our special guest, Links Scavala, who is the president of the United Artists Bahamas Union. My name is also known as Kahun Anku Sarah. We're going to run to the break, pay some bills, let you hear what's going on with the news, and be back right after this on 96.9 Guardian Radio, fresh news, smart talk all day after this.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM.
And we're back here on Guardian Radio today with your host, Pastor Dr. Cleveland W. Eneas III, also known as Kahun Anku Sarah. Special guest today in studio is none other than Mr. Links Scavala, the president of the United Artists Bahamas Union. We've been talking about the state of the union as far as entertainment is concerned, and some of the practices that have been taking place with regard to bringing artists in, and how these practices are hurting the entertainment industry, even though it may be making a couple of people a couple of dollars. We want people to see the bigger picture. I am not a person who likes to run after people to destroy them and throw them under the bus. That's not me. Mr. Scavala, I've known him for years. That he wants to see everyone do well.
Yeah.
I've been reading his posts on social media, and he's just simply asking for the rules that are in place to be followed because they're there for a reason, right? I have a text here that says, the next union is not there to defend themselves. Well, the next union is more than welcome to come on this show. Mr. Scavala said he'll even join them on a show.
Yes.
So that they can hash out some things. Because at the end of the day, guess who can get hurt in this if we don't get this right? The artists.
Exactly.
Right? The promoters, the artists, the engineers, the musicians are going to be the ones that are going to be hurt. We, in this small little country, got to be able to figure out how we can fix this mess. Even in the situation with the other union, if there's things that weren't being done previously, maybe we need to look at how we can start afresh and say, okay, from this point on, we need to get it right.
Yeah.
You understand? Tangle it, we've all had string or a rope, but you just can't untangle. You say, man, just cut that there and then we can start over.
Yeah.
Maybe that needs to happen. I don't know. I don't know if I'm speaking out of term, Mr. Scavala.
No, you're right.
Because at the end of the day, we're not here to throw the other union under the bus.
No.
We understand. I'm an artist, right? A lot of people may have known when we had The Spot, which was an improv comedy show many years ago. I had a band called Spoken Tones that my sister and I and some other great musicians. We was the number one hip hop band in this country.
I remember that.
All right. But we had a rough time getting sponsorship and taking it to the next level. We had some prime investors looking at us, but the infrastructure, right, just wasn't there. Before we go any further, though, I don't want to miss out on this. This texter said you were a great actor and a playwright, and you said there's even some links to Sawyer Boy and all of this. Tell me about that.
All right, but Sawyer Boy's father, used to call him Maki.
Okay.
He was a part back in the day of a drama club that I was director of. We used to do a lot of stage plays, comedies, and stuff. We did a lot of stuff with Pig Meat Markham. And I was very young at the time.
Yeah.
And then what we used to do sometimes too, the people through Strawn's Corner, we just do the little actions and stuff, put it on the little cassette room with cardboard, build it with cardboard, and just play the tape. Charges people to come in.
What?
25 cents, they come in and they like they're in the movie.
And they lining up and paying for that.
Right. And so, you had all of the actions, the sound effects,
Wow.
One line I particularly remember Sawyer Boy father used when we had this scrap scene, right? And so we had it like where the fella take a chair and break it across one of the guys' back, and Sawyer Boy daddy say, "Good thing you hit him from the back, Frank." That cat sure can fight.
So you mean, so Sawyer Boy ain't just fall out of nowhere.
Oh, no.
He got lineage in this.
Oh, yes.
Okay, okay.
So his daddy, and that's why I love Sawyer Boy.
Yeah.
And he have a lot of respect for me.
Yeah.
Love him, really love him.
Yeah, man. I had him on the show, and I had him and Anton Swing the Third on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, man, he's great.
And one of the things we discussed, which I want to also present to you, was the monetization strategies for Bahamian creators. Right? I feel like we living in a bubble. Right? I mean, Bahamians are funny. Bahamians are talented. Bahamians. My sister Leah Eneas, I mean, if she was in New York or LA, she'd be a millionaire by now.
You're in line with that.
Multi-millionaire right now. If she was in New York or LA, anywhere in the United States, really, or Atlanta, right? But she's a great crochet artist, singer, actor, or actress rather.
Yeah.
And it's like we living in a bubble.
You're right. I always see her. She live right next to my place. In Adelaide.
Yes.
She's really talented.
Yeah. But here are some things that I pulled up, and I want you to I guess let me know your thoughts. Right? We got different direct platform monetization, or platforms that have the ability to monetize. Yeah. And they say there's some potential hurdles. So like stuff like YouTube. They offer ad revenue, channel memberships, super chats, brand content. Creators often need a U.S. bank account to receive direct payments. Why can't we have YouTube and other Facebook, TikTok, Instagram? Why do we need a U.S. bank account to benefit off of our talent here in this country?
I think I agree with you. We don't need that. Just as we don't need the PRS dealing with our copyrights.
Okay.
You see, and so this thing, we have qualified people here who could do these things. And so the question you asked just now, we could easily do this.
Yeah.
We can do these things.
Right.
It's just a matter of us coming together and working it out as to how and when we.
It seems as if it's just some red tape. I don't know, some type of banking laws. I don't know what it is. I've been saying this now for a long time, and I've had people try to explain it to me. Some very, very smart people in the financial world who say, no, you don't understand. It's because the central bank must this. I'm like, yo, I hear you, right? But I hungry.
Yeah, that's it.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm hungry right now.
Yeah, man. I hear you, but I hungry.
Yeah.
And so we gotta take. I mean, I'm making noise now because it's the silly season, and these politicians coming around asking for the votes.
Yeah.
these are some of the things I personally would like to see. If you come into my door, if you come into my neighborhood, if you saying what it is you want, I'm telling you, I want to speak for the creatives in this country that are living in a bubble.
Yeah.
Right? I was talking off air with you about some things that could be implemented to make entertainment in the Bahamas better. I want to get your response to some of these things, some potential government policy actions, right?
Yeah.
Establishing a standard. Do you think that would assist in some of these issues that we haven't? They say, listen, we only focusing on culture. We only focusing on the creatives or things dealing with culture.
That is the answer, because the present minister of culture, he's out of his league with that.
Okay.
And so, if you had a ministry of culture, because see, culture is big.
Yeah, right to the mic.
Culture is big.
Right.
You see, it's not as small. That's why the Minister of Immigration, former Minister Keith Bell, said, we need y'all to be the eyes and the ears, because we cannot police the music industry. It's too big.
Say that again, man. 'Cause
Yes.
I don't think people can catch that.
Yeah.
Who did the minister say need to police the industry?
The musicians and entertainers,
The
the
union.
unions.
The unions were supposed.
Yes.
The unions supposed to police because
Right.
the government they can't do it.
So it's impossible. That's what he said. It's impossible for them to police it. And so that's how come we are the eyes and the ears. And so when we show you the thing now, we say, see that fella there? He ain't straight. Man, send up. You know, don't slap up around here. But pick the fella up. You're picking up the little Haitian. Pick the fella up.
Let's make sure our industry is intact.
Yeah.
So if we have more focus on the actual industry itself and what we're calling culture, some of these things we ain't gonna be talking about. We could be actually be doing something about it.
But you do need a stand-alone ministry for culture, because culture is big.
Yeah.
And it's very important to the nation.
Yeah.
You see? Junkanoo is big within itself.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. Funding a school of arts. Now we know that there's a school now that's been started recently. What are your thoughts on that? Is this something that came out of thin air? Is it something that the union had already thought about, or what?
That thing they have there on Gladstone Road, that was presented to the Prime Minister and Fred Mitchell and those before they became the government.
Oh.
Yes, before they became the government, we presented that to
The
them.
union presented that to them.
Yes, UABU presented that to them. And then when I looked, because we used to do it at the Shirley Street Theater, we were trying to get the Shirley Street Theater, and we didn't get that because the Minister of Culture said, well, you know, we have other plans for that. We're going to spend $10 million to do this and that. And at the time, another fella in the ministry was telling me, say, how you can tell you that? We ain't got no 10 million, right? Another fella in another ministry, right?
Right.
But, you know, that's how it go. And so the thing on Gladstone Road is, come on, man. See, and our plan was, we can train these people to be creatives. The other part of that was the nightclubs and the other venues for them to work.
Unless,
Yeah.
that's all.
So you just can't have the training, so where they gonna work?
Right. So I have on my list, invest in downtown infrastructure. Encourage the development of more restaurants, nightlife venues in the downtown areas rather than solely focusing on new hotels. This creates a vibrant atmosphere and provides places for both tourists and locals to enjoy after business hours. So when a hotel comes in, they're in control.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna set nothing up in there and run that
No.
without them interfering.
See, the Prime Minister just reminded us, you know, that the musicians and entertainers were a part of the problem as to how the entertainment get in hotels, right? Because we allow the fellas in the hotel to send the Bahamians over the hill and pick out the best bands to put in the hotels. And so, as a result of that, all the clubs or the hill closed down. So what we are saying now is, let's fix that. You see, and how you gonna fix that? Ownership. Ownership is the key. I want musicians and entertainers to know that you got to be ownership.
See, and that's okay. So when you say ownership, explain as an artist, if I'm creating my content and I am presenting my content to the world, what does ownership mean? Is that copyrights? What does that mean exactly?
Ownership with regards to the artist who is creating their own music and what's not. So when you create your own music, you have to protect it.
Okay.
First and foremost.
Right.
You got to protect it. And so we have the situation now where the PRS, and a lot of them calling me complaining, I ain't getting paid and all that. So that means you must be on it. Right?
Wow.
You see?
Wow. Okay.
Some fellas, them, when the Junkanoo play their music, they say, yeah, man, you see how they playing my music? So I say to them, now go to the fellas who organize the Junkanoo and tell them, I want my things.
Yeah.
I got to eat. See, Alive and all them, millions of dollars are being paid, right?
Because this stuff going all over the world.
Yes.
All over the world.
All over the world, these fellas making millions of dollars, and then your music that you create, right? And you only thing you satisfy with is the fact that they playing your music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love to hear one family play my music.
Yeah.
But I want to eat.
Yeah.
Now, one family ain't got to pay nothing. The fellow who organizing the Junkanoo,
That's who will pay the fee.
that's who got to pay.
Let's run to the phone lines here on Guardian Radio today. 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259, and the Family of Violence, 242-300-5720. Call you live.
Good day, Uncle.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Man, I right here, man, going through the struggle.
For sure.
Where's Glenn Links, Kumalo?
Hey, what's up, my brother? How's it
On the
going?
start, man. Links.
Hey.
Remember that Glenn Miliban or Tekimo? Where's the place named Tekimo?
Yeah, Glenn Miliband, yeah.
Yeah. Remember playing with you. We had some exciting times. Even though it only lasted a little short while it was still sweet.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Hey, but Links, you know, inspired me to call the show today.
Mm-hmm.
When you say PRS.
Yeah.
PRS.
Yeah.
Links Kumalo.
Hey.
For 18 years, you see a fellow with PRS and his wife, right?
Yeah.
18 years, they thief all my money. Could you imagine?
Wow. You going to the police? What you do?
I go to the police. They tell me I got to bring evidence. But hold on. If my account closed, I need to go to the Supreme Court. Okay, because this more than 5,000, more than 50,000.
Wow.
That's
all right.
That's yeah.
And this man, he had me up and down, back and forth, telling me all kind of nonsense, saying I need to get this, get that, get this, come back, come this. And while he's closing my account, while I go and keep on coming back and forth.
Yeah. We got to fix
and these
that.
people, right? How can I deal with that, Links? I need to get a Supreme Court order.
Yeah, what you can do is you could come by our union office one day and let's sit down and talk about it.
Where's the office, Links?
Be right up, where the Lutheran Church is up there.
I'm going to check it. I'm going to check.
JFK.
JFK. Just
where that is.
Just heading before you reach.
Before Fusion.
The one with the pretty roof?
Yes.
Before you reach the graveyard?
Yeah. Be right there. And so if you could
there.
Once you come in, we could arrange to meet. Our office is upstairs, but you just let me know when you come in.
But next, what if I just get number 2?
Yeah, I could give you that.
Let me see if I get it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I got artists who...
You can give it to me now, please.
558-9512.
558-9512. Hey, Lex.
Hey.
And I ain't telling you no lie, man. One day sometime, I was doing a song for Christmas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Christmas come upon me, and I say, I might as well, I stop, right? Because Christmas Day, when I stop, right?
Yeah,
but I ain't telling you no lie, Lex. Why you got to be like in this country, man, for being an artist?
Yeah, and I know you got a lot of good stuff, because I heard some of your material before,
I have a Christmas song to play every year.
Yeah, I know you got some.
This man, this my teeth,
yeah.
his wife and his white.
Wow. You listen. You gotta
It's a
get.
shame.
You gotta get down to
I
the.
mean to say that white, right? But
Yeah.
it's a shame.
But
Yeah.
let's
And
get
he's there
together.
proving everything and got insurance companies
Yeah.
across from Doctor's Hospital.
Right. Well, let's get together and we could work it out.
Yeah, my brother. Thanks for calling, man.
Okay,
And I pray your
thanks,
issue is resolved because that's a serious thing.
Oh, definitely.
So I got artists who hit me up. I ain't calling no names right now. If they want to call it, they can call in. But they like, I was wondering if I should join this union. I think you should join this union. I
Got a good
myself-
president, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
look out for you.
I myself, I can join because I got some stuff I've been working on as far as my poetry and different things. 'Cause I even though I'm not out there performing, I still write. I still, you know what I'm saying? So you want to be able to protect yourself. One of the things on my list is strengthening copyright laws, right? Improve legal protection is needed to ensure artists and their work is protected. So this is some of the things that the union would help artists with.
Definitely.
Yeah, because that is very important.
As a matter of fact, our application, when you sign an application, you give us the right to protect your rights, your copyrights, and so like how you made that complaint just now.
Yes.
Had you been a member, we have to go to the people and say, our member made a complaint.
Right.
What's happening with this money?
Right.
So that's a part of what we do as well.
That's powerful, man. So,
Yeah,
so
man.
you don't have to be out here as an artist all by yourself.
No.
Trying to figure it out all by yourself.
No, you don't
Especially if you just coming into this business, you provide guidance.
And let me tell you what happened to the artists, like their monies, right? Their monies, the fellas, they have this thing where they say, if you, I'm talking about the copyright people, if you don't have some say it, like if you don't have about 2 recordings or whatever it is, or you're not signed up properly or registered, so even though your money are being paid for your song being played,
You can't receive it.
no, they put that in a fund, and then at the end of the day, after 3 years, they split that up with all of the other
Wow.
people.
That's
right?
who have my money.
Yeah. And so
Wow.
what I've been trying to do is to find this copyright lady who they always talk about, and I have not had any luck to reach her by phone. And when I go by the place where they say is their office, it's not really a copyright office. It's just
Yeah, I know what you mean.
her husband's office. And for a copyright operation to be set up here in the Bahamas, you should have an office. You see, and the government should insist on that. You see, and it can't be just in a law firm.
Yeah.
Right. It's
Yeah.
got to be bigger than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but that's something we're gonna work towards.
Well, that's important, and I think that the artist should be excited to know that there's someone who's, advocating for them because if you want to make a business in this show business, and we good on the show part.
Oh yeah, you got that down
That
good.
down, we got that down part, but we got to get the business part.
You got to be 2% talent and 98% business.
Wow, I never heard that.
Yeah, man, you got to be business. I see.
I mean, like those splits, 2%.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all in the front desk, 2%.
Let me tell you something, man. You see these artists that come in, we have to see their contracts. And so we get to see
What they asking for.
how they're paid, how it is set up. So when a foreign artist come to the Bahamas, before he leave the hotel, he already got almost 90% of his money. And so the little 10%, right?
That's a parent's fee,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, so when you come to him to pick him up in the limousine, you got to have the ticket.
That limousine. Might even get in.
He ain't getting in the limousine, and next thing you hear, oh, the fella was sick or whatever. And
that's why.
That's why you hear these excuses and stuff with these
Wow.
conversations.
Wow. We got another caller here on Guardian Radio today. Caller, you're live.
Good afternoon. Like,
Hey.
I 66, right? We'll be looking for some kind of entertainment, like for say, last thing is like a nice nightclub that is like every different weekend you have a different band playing, like a King and Night.
Yes.
Something you go the weekends or to the weekdays. It would be a good idea. So you usually get together around a place like that. And,
Oh, that's an excellent idea, and that is something that we were just trying to do last week. we were trying to get a place like that, and that didn't work out too good because the terms, we didn't have the funds to meet the terms. But I guarantee you, what we're working on now, we're going to have the funds to do that. And not only that, one club, we're going to have a couple of clubs where we could rotate Bahamian musicians and entertainers.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we used to go to Palm City and down with Barry and those, and they speak cards now. I don't even know what they're playing now.
Yeah. But you're on to something good there, and those are things that we plan to do. We want to have, just like how Island Luck have all of these gambling places, we have a lot of entertainment spots. That's what UABU is all about.
That's live band and those showing people want to come in.
Yes.
Showing people come to those places.
Oh, definitely.
That's what we go up on.
Definitely.
Yes, and caller, I think that was a couple of months now. We had my, he's like a father to me, Fred Mannings Jr. was on this show.
Yeah.
And we talked about how at one time over the hill, it was littered with places where musicians could play, and tourists would want to come out of the hotels and go over the hill to experience the nightlife over the hill. Of course, the musicians assisted with the majority rule government and helping them to get in power, and then they lost the support. And I've heard I've spoken to Ronnie Butler before he passed away. I used to work with Ronnie Butler while I was working with Mr. Charles Carter over at Island FM.
Yeah.
And I would sit down and I used to call him Uncle Ronnie. Uncle Ronnie would tell me story after story about how, man, listen, we was like kings back in the day.
Back in the day, that's true. That is true.
And it's almost like, we have a situation where, but we know the politicians, they're the kings now. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's like, what, we can't all be kings together? I mean, like,
yeah, everybody want to be entertainer.
Yeah. Providing financial incentives, right? So they talk about offering grants and investment funding for entrepreneurs looking to start entertainment businesses and extend the same exemptions afforded to hotels under the Hotels Encouragement Act to local entertainers. So you starting a nightclub, you got to bring in equipment.
Yeah.
You should get the same concessions as
Exactly.
the hotels.
Exactly.
That doesn't happen today.
It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. That don't happen. We don't get no kind of consideration in that area. And so that's a discouragement.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's it doesn't incentivize people to want to go into those businesses.
And we have, you mentioned Brother Mannings earlier.
Yeah.
We have, and he had presented this to the government, a Entertainment Encouragement Act.
Okay.
Right? He had presented that to them already, and we just waiting to see.
So that's falling on deaf ears.
And it's apparently it is, because it is not happening. And so I don't want, but anytime these other fellas who work in the office see a plan, they could get $6-7 million to do,
Wow.
Come on, man, let's wake up, get up from there.
But in this country, they have these economies color coded, right? They have an orange economy, they have a blue economy. Let's see here. The orange economy in the Bahamas refers to the government and private sectors focus on developing creative industries like arts, culture, tech, and heritage to boost economic diversification, job creation, and international market access for Bahamian talent, supported by grants for creatives and upcoming intellectual property reforms to empower artists and entrepreneurs. The creative sector, they say, encompasses visual arts, music, junkanoo, digital media, tech, culinary arts, writing, and more. Where does the union that you are the president of, where do you draw the line? Are you only dealing with music per se, or if a culinary artist comes to you, if a media, digital tech artist comes to you?
They're creatives.
So you
represent everything to do with creatives.
Wow, because I have a young daughter who's she's a young chef.
Yeah.
And she's on her way to becoming
she's a creative.
Yeah, so she could benefit from this
Exactly.
My wife is a wonderful chef.
Yeah, our union is a creative union, right? It's just not musicians and entertainers.
What about a barber? Because they got some fellas who they creating art inside people here.
They creatives.
Wow.
They're creatives, and that's what we're fighting for the creatives.
See, and I'm saying it like this. I don't want y'all to think I'm making light of this, The more people that are putting forward and advocating, that's where the industry comes from. Am I correct?
No, you're correct.
Yeah, because I really want this thing to take off, because we can't keep living in a bubble. We can't keep. As I watch social media, man, and I watch some of these guys out of Trinidad, Certified Samson and Junior. I think his name is Junior Lee, and of course, here in the Bahamas, you get Dasque and Sawyer Boy and so many others. Forgive me if I didn't call everyone names. So there's plenty out there, all right? Vocab, all right?
Yeah,
right?
We got some good guys out there.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at this point, I know what it is to be out there performing. Paul and Tanya Hanna would have taken a group of artists to Nashville, Tennessee at one point to perform at Fisk University.
I remember that.
Yeah, right. And I knew they did it. They gave us some exposure, right? They gave us an opportunity to understand that we could be appreciated outside of the country, because sometimes you just don't know. I have someone up to last week who came to me and said, man, I was in the crowd when you was in Nashville performing. And I say, wow.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But it took a Paul and a Tanya Hanna. It took be that way, where the burden is on. They themselves are great musicians. They themselves could be benefiting or could have been benefiting. When we look at the reality of where we are in this country, you're saying that the union that you have helped put in place, the United Artists Bahamas Union. It's an opportunity for creatives. Let's be clear now. Creatives. Not just a singer. Not just a musician, but creatives to come together and actually say, hey, man, we have a platform. If you don't feel like you're being respected, if you don't feel like you have a voice, you do have a voice.
Yes.
Right? This is your president speaking, not me, Mr. Kerala. You understand?
And one thing I want to put out there, our union, unlike the other union, we are not a booking agency.
Okay, explain that.
We are a collective bargaining agency, right? And so we go into the hotel clubs or whatever and bargain collectively for you and then police the agreement.
Okay.
That's what we do. We do not operate as a booking agency, but for example, when you're bringing in foreign artists, we say, okay, see, who do you have for your Bahamian opening act? So they say, oh, we ain't got no one yet. Okay, but here's a list of agents recommend.
Right.
And so you go
pick
to
from them.
and then let us know who you at, and then come back to us. So we don't tell you who to hire.
Right.
You see? And so we operate like that, so it could be fair play for everyone.
So the artists got to do some of their own jockeying. They got to go there and put the work in, put the elbow grease into what they're doing, so that the people want to know. Hey, I heard about this person.
But one thing we tell the promoter, you ain't gonna pay them no little chicken change, right? Now one fella going out there the other day, and he get his little chicken change. I call him, right? Just because I normally call him, say, you straight?
Right.
So he say, no, I straight yet. I say, but I didn't see the contract. I say, this money I see, this ain't right.
Wow.
I said, what you can do with that? No, man, they can't do that. I got to talk with them. But he said he's coming down to talk with us and get it straight so we could represent him. When I listen, he on the fella's side with giving him the chicken change.
Wow.
Against us, right?
Wow.
And so he ended up going on the stage and getting booed, right?
Oh,
I can't remember his name, but...
Right. Yeah. But plenty of people get boo-boo for. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah. So my thing is, we can't be working against our own self-interest, right?
Can't shoot yourself in the foot, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you got people advocating, and again, what we're saying is not to be punitive, is not to throw anybody under the bus. We're saying, listen, man, if one of us could make it out, I mean, we got Grammy Award winners from this country, right? We often talk of the Bahama end of the world, but there are people who working even behind the scenes who doing things and being awarded. But if we ain't coming together to benefit off of each other's talents and to advocate and make sure that everybody getting paid what they supposed to be getting paid.
Yes.
Don't just take your money and run. You understand? We're going to run to a break here on Guardian Radio today. Our special guest, Mr. Links Scavala, the president of the United Artists Bahamas Union. My name is Pastor Dr. Cleveland W. Eneas III, also known as Kahun Anku Sarah. We'll be back after this.
Girl, you see how Cora eye look funny, all black up yesterday?
But she say she bump into a wall when she's running after the churn them.
Yeah, but last Saturday, you see her arm was all black and blue, right?
So what you saying? You think something wrong between her and Jack?
I ain't sure, but you know Jack is a jealous man. I hear him and Cora last Friday. I hear him say he hear Cora have eyes for Junior.
Now you know that ain't true. Cora is a good woman, does mind her business, take care of them churn, and go to church every Sunday. So what you think we should do?
I think we should report Jack, you know. Cora don't say nothing, but silence hides violence, and we don't want to line up in the
same. Nobody business, then Jack come after me, and I land up next to Cora.
No, man, we could call her text Crime Stopper. And remember, we can even get some grocery money for our tip.
Remind me again, how does this work?
We can call them in Miami at 328-TIPS or 328-8477. Or when we in the island, call toll-free at 300-TIPS or 300-8477. And if you don't have no minutes, use the Crack Crime Bahamas app, and we could text them, and the messages get all mixed up before it leave your phone, so nobody can know what you saying.
So what we waiting on then? Let's go earn some grocery money.
Step inside the John Baptiste Jazz Club at Bahamar, where the rhythm of the islands of the Bahamas meets the soul of New Orleans. Every night, the lights dim, the music swells, and the air fills with that unmistakable energy. The kind that makes you close your eyes and just feel. Savor signature cocktails, curated small plates, and live performances from world-class musicians, all in an intimate, artfully designed space where every seat has a story. Whether it's a romantic night out or a spontaneous evening with friends, this is where you want to be. The John Baptiste Jazz Club, only at Bahamar. Reserve your table now at bahamar.com/jazz club or through the Bahamar app, because every evening plays its own tune.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-0 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
And we're back here on Guardian Radio today with your host, Pastor Dr. Cleveland W. Eneas III, also known as Kahun Anku Sarah. Our special guest today, Mr. Links Scavala, the president of the United Artists Bahamas Union. Let's run straight to the phone lines here, as we only got about 15 minutes left in the show. Caller, you live.
Yes, good afternoon, Dr. Eneas, and good afternoon to your guest.
Hey, good afternoon, Caller. How you doing, bro?
Afternoon.
I'm doing well. I was listening, and I'm caught a piece of the show, and I'm interested in joining this union. At least I'm interested in learning more about it.
Mm-hmm.
I like to get to know the contact and different things like that. But did I hear you? Links. While I was listening,
yes.
Links. This the gentleman from PFM thing?
Oh no, this gentleman who used to be at Bahamas Musicians and Entertainers Union some years ago.
because I remember, I was just trying to figure, because I'm in the...
No, not that links. That's another links. I know what you mean.
You mean Mr.
So there
Links?
wasn't... okay, yes, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
this is the original Links.
Yeah.
All right, you the original one?
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But did I hear you correctly? Because I was kind of in and out doing something. But did I hear you correctly when you said that you had presented an idea? The thing on Glasson Road was like similar to an idea that you all had presented to the government
Yes, sir.
before this thing came up.
Yes, we presented a whole plan with that, and that was supposed to be presented in the Shirley Street Theater. Was supposed to be an entertainment mecca where everything to do with entertainment, the school and everything, and we presented that to the government. And then when we listened, not only that, some other things, some of the other ideas has already been used in the 50th anniversary, when they had the 50th anniversary. Some of the things that happened in that were used, and that's just what happened when you present your ideas.
Wow.
And I think, my brother, that's something that needs to stop.
Yes, indeed.
That's something that definitely needs to stop, that kind of way, because if you put individuals in government agencies that's supposed to facilitate a certain thing,
yeah.
And if you take your idea to them, your idea should not be used by them or passed on to someone else.
Exactly.
That kind of way, that type of thing needs to stop.
And then the first thing they did is
go ahead, sir.
They brought in a number of foreigners to be a part of it. Right? And,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because I was kind of following it, and I was kind of listening to it, and I was saying it didn't really make any practical sense in my opinion, because they were talking about the amount of money that would be spent, that was projected to be spent annually to pay the staff members to the place and different things like that. And I was thinking to myself, like, it seems as if, because that's what I think formatted for like acting or art and entertainment or something like that. And I was thinking to myself, like, those jobs aren't guaranteed.
No.
You understand?
No, you're right.
I mean, because it isn't up to the individual to, like, a skill that the individual could take and, like, be an entrepreneur for themselves. Like,
exactly.
What they're learning there depends on them being recruited to be a part of something else. So it's still an iffy thing whether or not they're going to even be able to use what they get.
Sure, you're right.
You understand? It'd be different if you had taught them a certain skill that they could become an entrepreneur for themselves. But like you say before, playing an instrument or something, you can go and be, that kind of way.
Exactly.
But another thing too, what I noticed is that I think that what would help too is that individuals in the know, right? They need to be sincere with the things that they talk about. Like if you see someone in the public who might not be whatever, but they're talented, they're doing something that's wonderful. Even if they're doing something that you're doing and they're doing it better than you, what you should do is you shouldn't hate on their greatness.
Sure, you're right.
You should do whatever is in your power to try that person rise, even if it kind of make you look bad because they're doing better than you. Because it shouldn't be about that. It should be, because if you're in a creative business and if you're a musician or something like that, you should always appreciate the top of that thing. Like if I play the guitar and I see someone who playing the guitar really, really good, I shouldn't hate him for that.
Right.
I should love him for that, because you understand where I'm coming from. So I find that we need to stop hating on each other.
Yeah.
And we need to start to try and promote people who are lower than us or who are not in the clique, and we identify talent. But like I said, I was listening. I'm interested in getting a part of the union. So I'll just hang up and so I can take down the details how I can get in contact with you, Links.
I appreciate
you. I like what you've been saying, brother.
Thank you.
Together we could make a change, because it has to take, it has to be a collective body of people to make it move, because no one individual can make it happen. So I salute what you're doing, and I hope everyone who's listening supports it. And if you're creative, try to get in contact. Like I say, I'll just sit back and listen so I can get the information. And good show. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, my brother.
Give that website again and your number, please.
That website is uabu242.org. And if you can contact me directly, that's 558-9512. And then I can give you all of the other details with information, contacts, and all that.
558-9512. 9512. And then the website again.
That's UABU.
UABU.
242.org. And our office number is 457. 4862.
4862.
Yeah.
Making sure that y'all get it down. This taxi says, good show, sir. Great man on your show. The government and other Bahamians over the years have been, their ideas have been stolen, and we need to expose all of them. Yeah, I mean, you can't use our music to promote a national cultural heritage.
Yeah.
And the artists who music you using ain't really benefiting from it.
Yeah.
That can't work. Let's run back to the phone lines here on Guardian Radio today. Call you live.
Good afternoon, Uncle.
Hey, my brother.
And good afternoon to the great Link Scabella.
Hey, my brother.
Yeah, Uncle, this is my neighbor. This would be my neighbor way back in the day.
Me too, you know. Yeah. It's my neighbor
when
too.
I was in primary school, I had the pleasure to be living through Strong's Corner.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And our house was opposite each other.
This sound like Duncombe.
That's correct.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And, you know, I had the opportunity in primary school. You know, Link was always a busy man, and he was on the move from his around with 14, 15.
Yes.
You could see Link head note with his bag on his shoulder, and he was hard at it. Link been around this thing for many years, Uncle.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I had the fine pleasure to get a taste of the original backstabbers.
Oh, yes. Rachel Strong's Corner.
You know, many of them used to play right on our porch. They started off these stores to be practicing on our porch.
That's right.
And we turned into greatness. But Link always been, you know, you've been doing a great job for many years.
Thank you, Duncan.
And I hope maybe the next one, the next Heroes Day, you're recognized as a living hero.
Thank you.
You know, a Bahamian legend. This is a Bahamian legend. You're talking inside your studio.
I appreciate you, Duncan.
And you know, but you know how the system works.
Yes.
You know, they give you they don't know you like Kevin McKenzie said. They don't know you until you're dead.
Yes.
You know? The system. Big show, man, Link. You know, and I just want to offer my condolences on the part
of my sister. Yes. Thank you so much,
may she rest in peace, you know. But I would just continue to listen and just be encouraged, you know.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Duncan.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
You know, what you're doing, I just think needs a lot more press.
Yeah.
I think, and that's why I said, man, we got to get you on this show because there are a lot of artists who are out there struggling by themselves.
Yeah.
And they don't know they have help.
Oh, they got to help, man.
You know.
Just need to reach out.
Yeah, and so I'm stressing to those artists out there who need help. I'm going to join the union as well because I just think it's important to support initiatives like this that assist with galvanizing the talent. The fact that there is a scale. I mean, like if they call you to open up for a particular artist, at one time you thought you negotiate, but the union assisting you with negotiating. They at least got a minimum fee for you.
Exactly.
At least a minimum fee for you.
Right.
And I think you should know that.
Yeah. You should know so you don't go there and settle for change. And they're paying these artists, especially over to Atlantis and Bahama, they $1.5 million and things. Wow. And then in some cases you got they want to pay the artist $1,500, $1,200.
So they paying the foreign artists $1.5 million, and they say, "Man, uncle, take this $1,200 and tell the churn and the wife, I say hi." Yeah,
and worse than that, they don't even have in many cases a Bahamian opening act.
My Lord. So that's if they even do have a Bahamian act.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. So if you don't know, see what you don't know could hurt you.
Yeah.
What you don't know could hurt you.
That's right.
But I wanna make sure that the artists out there who are content creators, right? The people who putting stuff on social media, we need you on board. We about to launch our radio soap opera, or it's a I'll call it radio soap opera. We had a show called West Street back in the day.
I remember that.
Yeah, and we bringing that back. But I got to talk to my West Street crew and say, listen, we got to get on board with this because who knows what we already have about 3 or 4 seasons in the can.
Yeah.
You know, we coming back because I got some fun this silly season. I write for the show, so
yeah,
some fun. Yeah. But you don't even know what could come out of being a creative, especially if you have the right mechanisms in place.
Yeah, Cleveland Duncombe mentioned just now how he used to do practice on their porch and what's not.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he remember that I was a playwright.
Yeah.
And I wrote a number of plays that were very, very popular in the country back in the day when the university plays and all them were around.
Yes.
And so we had our own drama club called Classic Drama Circle. And
Wow.
so Cleveland knows about all that.
Wow. And that's important for us to know. I didn't know you were a playwright. I didn't know you for the music.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have some other things that you don't know about, but I keep that a secret because I want them to think I don't know what time it is.
Yeah, they don't see you coming.
Yeah, they don't see me coming.
Yeah.
So I had some training back in the day with what I used to do.
Yeah.
Certain things you need to go to learn in order to be what you are.
Right.
And so law is very important.
Okay. That's important. Yes, indeed.
Very important.
Yes, indeed. So again, the show really came out of me appreciating that what Mr. Skavala is really trying to do is educate promoters, educate artists, so that you may be making what you think is a lot of money today because you think you shortcutting the system. But what's happening is we are intentionally not building an entertainment industry. Right? Whether we know it or not, that's what we are intentionally not doing.
Exactly.
And so we need to now at least listen to the elders. He's an elder as well. Listen to the elders. Listen to those who have been where we would like to go. Because a lot of people don't even know where you've been, Mrs. Kabbalah. They don't even know where you've been. They think you just with the text say, "Oh, he irrelevant." You don't even know who. You understand?
Yeah. And one thing the Texan needs to know: this president has never been paid from this.
That was the next. We got to end the show on that. Yeah. And I think you should be paid. That's me personally. But you saying you don't even get paid for this?
None of our executives get paid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so we go when people need help, musicians and entertainers, we go and we do our part. You know?
But when I do become a part of this union, I'm going to advocate that some of the monies that the musicians make, we have to pay some money to you all, man, because you're to the officers. Yeah. So that is not. See, I understand why you do that,
Right.
Because you already got a situation where people see union leaders as just leeches.
Yeah.
Just taking up all these dues and they ain't really fighting for the people. So you got to almost start where you are now.
Cassius Stewart said that the other day on union leaders are making more than some ministers, right?
Yes.
And so I made him, let him know, this is one union president. I ain't never got paid.
Wow.
Even when I was in the other union, me and the president, I was Secretary General, I believe they still must be owing me about 30, 40 grand.
Wow.
If the figure is correct. But they, because we had to do some things, the union can't be insolvent.
Right.
So you have to not take salaries and stuff.
Wow.
But that's not what's happening up there now. I have the receipts to prove that. Everybody getting, fat check and what's not.
Wow.
But we here for the creatives.
Wow. So that is,
creatives.
Again, that is, and I always make sure people know, we say we, the United Artists Bahamas Union.
Right.
The UABU242.org. That's UABU242.org. Or say a number again, please.
My number is 558-9512. Our office number is 457-4862. This is the legitimate music and entertainment union.
Well, again, the other union is more than welcome.
And prove that they're legitimate.
And prove that they're legitimate or say their part.
Say their part. Yeah.
Because, at the end of the day, we just want the public to know that, everybody stands where they stand and everybody can come and speak for themselves. So we're open to having that conversation if the other union wants to come on. And Mr. Lynx Kavala said he don't even mind coming on the radio with y'all.
I don't mind coming on with them.
If that's the case. Yeah. You understand?
I want to take this opportunity before you close to give thanks to Director of Labor, Mr. Howard Thompson. He's been doing an excellent job. I personally think he will make a great Minister of Immigration. He's the Director of Labor, but he's a young man. And I am good at scouting talent, and I see where his heart is. I see the way he operates, and if given the chance, that gentleman in the Department of Labor will make a great minister of immigration.
Wow. Well, you heard Guardian Radio today. I want to thank Mr. Penniman, my producer. I'd like to thank our special guest today, Mr. Links Scavala, the president of the United Artists Bahamas Union. I want to thank the callers. I want to thank the texters. And, of course, I want to thank you, the listeners, for being here with us today. I want you to keep it locked in on 96.9 Guardian Radio. As the Talking Heads are up next, Naughty and Mary J will be in studio in just a second, so just make sure you keep the dial where it is. My name is Pastor Dr. Cleveland W. Eneas III, also known as Kahun Anku Sarah. Keep it locked to 96.9 Guardian Radio. Fresh news, smart talk all day. Namaste, family.